Happy beautiful day, beautiful people. Happy Tuesday. Happy Wednesday, and welcome to day 81 of posting every single day on YouTube. Honestly, what a ride, man. What a ride. I just got home 5 minutes ago. I don't even think it's been 5 minutes. Got home, and I said hi to my cat, and I was like, if I don't do this video right now, I'll be fighting with my brain at 8 p.m. to do it. So it's around midday, and I just wanted to do this video right now. Like I just said, my face is feeling a bit itchy. I think it's because of wearing makeup in this heat, but being in studio every single day requires my face to have a bit of makeup anyway. Not a lot, but just, you know, this. I said hi to my cat. Now I have her hair even on my face, but anyway, never mind. But yeah, guys, I hope you're well. Uh, Guys, I'm going through a season. I'm in a season of my life where I don't know what to create. I don't know what to say. It's like my brain has just kind of plateaued, and I'm just not sure what to share with you guys anymore. I'm someone who likes, at least if you listen to my video, you get inspired. And of course, I laugh a lot. And of course, I'm hoping, I hope I make you laugh as well. But if you're like, hey, she's weird, knock yourself out as well. But I don't know, somehow it's like this last couple of days, oh, they just feel flat in terms of creating. But I also know that by showing up every day, it's like there's this, when you're building a muscle, right? It's like sometimes feel like you're just doing it, but nothing is really happening. But eventually one day look back and you're like, oh, that thing that how I did like all those reps, finally, like now I'm ripped. Okay, I'm not ripped anymore. I haven't been lifting for like 2 months and all my muscles are gone. Just a by the way, I think this is the only part that looks like there was a muscle here back in the day. Back in the day, but like nothing. Guys, nothing. I miss, anyway, never mind, we're gonna work on that later. But I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to share today. I'm honestly like in a very uncreative space, but I also know that this is just part of the ride. This is part of the journey, and that's okay. So, what do we talk about today? Just want to get a video to like 5-10 minutes max, maybe 8 minutes. I'm okay with 8 minutes today. It was raining heavily when I left home, and like it wasn't, sometimes it's like it's been raining all night and you're like, oh, it's still drizzling and I'm leaving home. But no, it was like pouring at like 5 in the morning, and it was really hard to get a taxi. And I remember going downstairs and thinking, I feel very tempted to go back to bed. I feel tempted to just turn around, go home, take off my makeup, and go back to bed and turn off my phone. Then I remembered that this is the life that I chose for myself. And I don't know. No, I don't have any regrets about choosing this lifestyle for myself. Get up at 4, leave home at 5, be home by midday. That's the trade off. That means that I can't stay out late in the evenings. I gotta go to bed very early. And in the morning, I also have to get up very early. However, that means I get to be home early on than most people. And I also get to have the afternoon sometimes. Like in these past couple of weeks, I've really needed slow afternoons. Like I think I've shared in my past couple of videos, I haven't been feeling so well. So energetically and just physically, I've just really just been meh. So haven't been working as much as I like to, but right now we're kind of easing back into it. So yeah, it's a trade-off. I remember years ago, oh, let me tell you a story, guys. I remember years ago, 2021, Starbucks at the train station. I actually, just a few days before that, I went to a women networking event called Why Wait in Shanghai, and I met a lot of women there. It was amazing. I was just getting into personal development since 2020 had been a year, and so I knew that I kind of wanted to be a speaker and a coach, but I still had no idea how I was going to go about it. And so I'm in Shanghai and I meet this lady. Her name's Maria, and she was talking about something called essentialism. And I remember during the workshop, maybe I will. Okay, yeah, I'll find the pictures and I will maybe share them as part of today's video. But yeah, so Maria Pastorelli was talking about trade-offs. I had never heard about trade-offs before. Trixie, we're doing a video right now. I just played with you, right? Allow me to finish the video and then I'll play with you later. And I wish you my share, mama. And thank you, love you. And yeah, yeah, she was talking about trade-offs. I'd never heard about trade-offs before. I had no idea what she meant. And so I said, I have so much to do. I just don't know what to do first. And it's like the minute I start doing something first, then I feel like it's I can't fully concentrate on doing one thing when I have 100 things to do. And then she asked me one question. What's the one thing you can do today that would make everything else easier or unnecessary? I was like, say what now, Miss Maria? She was like, yeah, what's one thing you can do today that would make everything else easier or unnecessary? Like the domino effect is like, if you handle this task, then it will be easier to handle the next and the next and the next. And that was a very interesting question because the minute she asked that, it was like the light bulbs went on in my head. And I was like, oh, wow, this is what I need to do, you know? I was I was in a state of trying to figure my life out. And, I think I've shared the backstory of a tangent again. I've shared the backstory with you guys that when I graduated in 2020, I really knew in my heart, I always knew that I wanted to be an aeronautical engineer. Ever since I was like in class five, about 10 years old. And it wasn't because I wanted to work with planes. I loved planes. I knew that I wanted to be in one. I didn't really know that being an aeronautical engineer means you build one or you like fix one. All I knew is that I wanted to be on a plane, in a plane, sitting in there, touching it, all of that, experiencing it. When I said aeronautical engineer, I simply said that because it sounded very fancy. That's all. I couldn't even pronounce it. I was like aeronautical engineer. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. So, like, fast forward and graduate in 2020, it was during COVID. And I don't know what that was like for you, but for me, I always figured that for my graduation, I would have my entire family here. It was during COVID, it was during lockdown, and life was very quiet at the time. And I remember thinking, I'd always hear people talking about on your graduation day, it's like, by the way, I don't have any of my undergrad graduation photos. Maybe I'll print some. Anyway, on your like on my graduation day, like everybody, I know this is like so many stories in there, but stay with me. We're going somewhere, okay? Remember, what's one thing you can do today that would make everything else easier or necessary? So I went off a tangent, back to undergrad, and I always knew that, like the day I graduate, I'm gonna be so happy. Like, this is it. This is what I'm working towards. So 4 years of working tirelessly. But there's one thing I heard again and again. Everybody who graduated before me always said that your graduation day is probably one of the best days of your life. You graduate and then you are so happy on the day off. And then the next day you wake up and you're like, okay, what next? I kid you not. I thought they were exaggerating it. I thought, like, what's wrong with you? That maybe you didn't know what you were doing. Like, I was very judgy. I don't know if you're judgy, but I was. Maybe I still am. But yeah. And so interestingly enough, right? Um, at this point, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I just graduated, life should be good. And then I'm like, the next day I wake up and I'm like, what next? So it turns out they were right after all. So anyway, fast forward 2021, meeting Maria Pastorelli at the Why Wait event. Are we guys together? I hope we're together. I'm bringing it all home. Okay. I can't believe we're at 8 minutes. This is why I love YouTube videos. Because guys, this is me. I'm so sleepy, by the way. I got up at 2 a.m. and I just couldn't go back to sleep after that. Like, I was just tossing and turning until like 4. So yeah, super sleepy. But anyway, yeah, so when she asked me that question, I remember when I was doing my master's, and at least in 20, for the most of 2021, I made a promise to myself that as long as I was doing my master's, I was also going to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. Do you know, finding your purpose is such a big thing, it's such a giant topic. And so, with the question, what's one thing I can do today that will make everything else easier? It just felt like, wow. So, it's not about the grand scheme of things. It's not about, oh, I gotta figure that grand thing in my life. I gotta find the purpose. I gotta find. It's just about one thing I can do today. And sometimes it's as simple as doing the dishes. Sometimes it's as simple as organizing your house. Sometimes it's as simple as taking a nap. And so Miss Maria quite literally introduced me to essentialism. And I ended up buying the book Essentialism and reading it. And then I also read The One Thing by Gary Keller. I have read The One Thing twice. It's the only book I have ever read twice. I can watch a series like 3, 5 times. but I cannot read a book twice. I have been trying to reread The Artist's Way. I can't. I just, maybe in a few years. But anyway, I don't know if this is making any sense at all. I hope it is. If it's not, that's okay too. But that's the thing, where she said, like, what's the one thing you can do today? And that's the question I keep asking myself in moments like this. What's the one thing I can do today that would make everything else easier or unnecessary? And sometimes that's just getting up 4 a.m. It's the one thing I can do every single day that makes everything else easier. As soon as I'm up, like as soon as I'm up, I'm good. Obviously, when my alarm goes off, I'm like, damn it. And then I get up and I come downstairs and I start brushing my teeth and I'm like, yeah, okay, I can handle it. And I honestly forgot where we were going with all of this, of the role of essentialism. What's the one thing I can do today? But I wanted to share that with you guys because again, I was trying to be resourceful and share something inspirational. If you're in a space in your life where you're wondering, I have 1,000 things to do, 1,000 bills to pay, and I still don't know where to start, just start. Start where you are and figure it out as you go. And I should say that to myself as well. But start where you are and figure it out as you go. And of course, the question, what's the one thing I can do today that would make everything else easier or unnecessary? That if you do this one thing, it's like a domino effect. I actually, if you want to read these books, I say start with essentialism and then go on and read the One Thing by Gary Keller. I actually have those books right here, so just give me a minute. Um, right here, essentialism. I got essentialism. Right here. I don't have the one thing. Do I not though? I actually don't. I don't have the one thing in physical form, but I have the ebook of it. But this is essentialism, guys. You go from this to this, this to this. And so if you're looking to find the thing that allows your mind to go, like you guys, if you've been watching my videos, I talk about 10 things at once. And obviously the more videos I've done, I feel like it has reduced. If you watch like my day 20 video, my like day 5 video, I talked about 17 things in one video. But the more I do it, the easier it gets to stay on track. Even though I tell like 3 stories in one, we will like arrive at that point. And this was one of the books that really helped. But again, I will say read essentialism and then read the one thing, because if you read the one thing, you won't want to read essentialism, especially if you like me and you like visual descriptions, because in the one thing it has a lot of images to kind of show you what they're talking about. I think that was helpful information, right? Yeah, I think so. But seriously guys, I hope you're well. I just a regular schmegular check-in. I'm still figuring out what I want for my YouTube channel. There's a part of me that is constantly comparing myself with other people when it comes to like, no, but that's not true. That's not true. I think the comparison comes when I hear someone tell their story and they're like, oh, I posted a video on YouTube for 30 days and I got like 1,000 subscribers. And I'm like, you know, but I'm also learning to enjoy the journey. I have fallen madly in love with doing these videos. Even when I'm kicking and screaming, I'm like, I don't want to do a video today. I don't feel like it. Like the whole way in the metro, 30 minutes in the metro and 5 minutes walking to my house, I was constantly thinking about that. I'm like, I don't feel like doing a video. I don't know what to say. And then we just hit record and we go and we show up. So thank you so much, guys, for being a part of my journey and for following and sharing. And if you haven't already, do that. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. My name is Phoebe, and I post videos on YouTube every single day for the last 81 days, except for day 9. And of course, guys, as always, I am sending you, I see you, I believe in you, and I'm sending you good vibes and all my love as well. Yeah, share and subscribe. And of course, I am now just trying to get 15 minutes. So we are at 14:29. So I will link the photos from the events I was telling you guys about. But other than that, thank you for being on this amazing journey with yours truly. Ciao, Bella. I will talk to you guys at same time, same place tomorrow. Have a really beautiful rest of your day. Mwah.